So it's the first time in years since I think it was 2000. They said the first time and so the first time in since 2013, the winning Super Bowl team lost both offensive coordinators. It happened to Marvin Lewis in 2013 after they lost both their coordinators to head coaching positions. So Jay Gruden to Washington and Mike Zimmer to Minnesota, which none of them are coaching right now. I'm not sure where Mike Zimmer's at. It has happened to Super Bowl participants since 1994 when San Francisco lost to Mike Shanahan to Denver. When San Francisco lost Mike Shanahan to Denver, which you know that story, and Ray Rhodes to the Eagles, who gave us Eagles some good years. But who replaces? The question is who replaces Steichen and who replaces Gannon. For Steichen, there's 5 candidates that we have in play. There's one look that we're looking at internally is Brian Johnson, the Eagles quarterback coach, who doesn't have as much play calling experience, but he knows the system. He knows the plays. He has a great relationship with Sirianni. He would resume. Probably him and Nick will probably do it together. But that's one option. And there's a big difference between Nick Sirianni play calling versus Steichen. And maybe just be somebody focused on play calling, especially with our personnel. So the likelihood of it is not really high, but we still want to keep Hurts happy and bring somebody in that understands him. Once again, this is Jalen Hurts playing in another system. This is what he's dealt with. It could be Eagles passing game coordinator Kevin Patullo. He's the pass game coordinator, so the play calling he worked completely with them. So in 2001, when Sirianni came down with COVID, Patullo was going to head coach the game if he wasn't cleared. So that's interesting to think about. Being passed over for the OC, however, that would mean Eagles could not block him from any other OC jobs. He decided to stay, and he could be somebody that could be a coach at OC. There's other conversations as well too. For example, Eagles consultant Marcus Brady, the former OC in Indianapolis. I don't think he's going to be there. OC Tom Reese, the former Notre Dame, hasn't even coached the first game out, but Sirianni's a big fan. He's not going to come. Jacksonville passing game coordinator Jim Bob Cooter, who was on a special project with Jacksonville, really helped them this year as well in the development of Trevor Lawrence and Dougie P. But I personally think that you don't want to come in somebody who's going to come in and reinvent the wheel. You want somebody who's going to come in and kind of continue what they've already established there, has a good relationship with Jalen Hurts, doesn't try to mix things up too much for him. They look for him to pass more, continue to develop his game, because the quarterback coach really helped develop his game. I wouldn't be mad if he's the offensive coordinator. But it'll be interesting to see who they bring in. D coordinator, I think we bring in a veteran. D coordinator. So whenever in football teams, the old coordinator and the whole offensive coordinator, they work kind of more simultaneously. Unless you have a defensive-minded coach, the D coordinator is kind of like a coach within a coach. He's rallying those guys up. He's competing with the offense in practice. They're barking. He's barking. He's hauling his guys. So you see a lot of defensive coordinators kind of evolve to head coaches, and offensive coordinators they just kind of spin around the league. So what do we do next? I'm not sure. But I wouldn't be opposed to Brian Johnson for an O coordinator, with just continuing some of the same things we've done, him studying Steichen and how he called plays, and then bringing a veteran defensive coordinator. That would be exceptional if we can do that. Too bad Brian Flores is not on the market. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, it sucks that after we lose to the Super Bowl, we lose 2 O coordinators. So we'll see what happens though.